Welcome to Kimball Curiosities, and the curiosity today is Makin' Bacon Part 2. I realized the video was getting too long, and I decided to do this in two parts. Into the second part, we are going to see the results after the curing and the smoking phase. Without further ado, let's show the results. Okay, it's been 7 days that these have been sitting in the fridge and curing. Each day the slabs, the pork belly slabs have been flipped over so that one side gets to sit in the cure for a day and then flipped back over again over the course of the 7 days. Now, if you forget a day here or there, then make sure you leave the side that you flip for the same amount of days that you forgot. It's not good to forget for the full 7 days, but it does happen that you forget 1 or 2 days here. I have had that happen, and I've done exactly what I recommended, and I had no problems whatsoever in regards to the curing and the taste. Mwah. You're going to have your smoker set up to 225. If you're using a gas barbecue, you can try 225 to 250 and put your wood chips down and give that a try. If you're using a charcoal, there's some various 175 to 180 is the target rate. I don't know. I don't cook on a charcoal system, so I can't contest to that. All I know is that my pellet smoker, 225, I have done it on my gas barbecue, and I've kept it at a range of 250, averaging. It fluctuated between 225 to 275. You don't want to go higher than 250. What you want to do is have this sitting on your smoker until the internal temperature reaches 150 degrees Fahrenheit. Take them off, let them cool down. Now, once the 7 days are up, you're going to take them out of the bag, rinse them off. Some sites say let them sit for 24 hours to dry. I have not done that. I've always washed them, pat them dry with a paper towel, and then put them on my smoker right away. I have not tried the other method to compare, and I may do that one time on my next video to compare the difference in the smoke taste. I did some research, and it says that in actual fact, smoke sticks better with wet surfaces. I don't know. I want to give it a try and experiment one of these times, and hopefully you get to see that on one of my videos. Without further ado, I'm going to wash these, and basically you're just rinsing them off in cold water to get the excess maple and the sugar and the salt that's on the pork belly. And then you're going to pat it dry with paper towel and then put them on your smoker. You can, if you want to try, leave them for 24 hours in the fridge and then put them on your smoker the next day. Again, I have not done that. I have had good results by putting them directly on the smoker after they've been rinsed. There's no cooling down. This comes out of the fridge. I wash them and put them on. Have not had any issues in regards to the taste, quality, and the flavor. Okay, so I'll rinse these off. I will get these on the smoker, and we'll go from there. If you If you see any extra fat that you want to trim off, you can do that too if you want to. I usually leave it on just for the sake it adds flavor. But it's up to you. Again, the oyster is your world. All right, the pork belly has been rinsed and ready to go in the smoker. The smoker was at 225. It's climbed up a bit. It'll come back down. I'm going to throw these in. I'm going to do it fat side up. There's a difference debate whether fat side up, fat side down. I've tried both and haven't noticed a difference, but I prefer to have the fat go down and the smoke penetrate the meat from below. I could probably put my 3 slabs on here, but I've got my ghost pepper one is going to be separate from everybody else because you don't want to contaminate that hot ghost pepper with the other stuff. And I've had that happen, and it was you could taste a little bit of the ghost pepper on the other pork belly that was next to it. But you know, give it a try. However, this one I overdid it, so I wanted to make sure I keep it separate. So my temperature probes. Oh, I like to mention right now, the temperature here is extremely high, outdoor temperature. It's around unusually high for this area. We have a heat blob happening right now. I think it's around 40 degrees Celsius right now. So this may determine how well this bacon cooks at 150. It might be faster than normal. And usually I put it in the center, slide it in kind of like that, and away we go. And now we're smoking. I will check it in a couple hours. Got the temperature probes down here. You can spritz it if you want. However, I've never noticed a difference in the flavor or the texture of my bacon when it was done. There we go. The next part of this will be slicing it up and then giving it a try. I actually will, once it's done, I will take a slice and taste it to see how well it tastes. You want the pork belly to reach 150 degrees Fahrenheit internally, because you don't want to overcook it, because that's where you're going to add later on after you slice it to cook it to your consistency that you wish for your bacon. You can broil it, you can put it in the frying pan and let it cook in its own fat. It's up to you. The oyster is yours. Well, smoking's done. 155 for this slab. The other slab is still cooking. Here's I'll get a close-up of it, but oh, look at that. Look at that nice bacon. Yeah, bacon, bacon, bacon. This is the maple brown sugar. Maple brown sugar. By the way, this was smoked with maple wood chips. Well, actually, not wood chips, pellets. And there's a nice little slice of meat on the side here that I'm gonna cut off. You know what? Gotta take this off. Grab the side that I'm gonna eat. Look at that, nice bacon. Delicious. Delicious. I tell you, it's nothing better than doing homemade bacon. Next up is slicing it up into strips and then cooking some up and tasting it. There you have it. Pork belly turned into bacon. 7 days of curing time, 2.5 hours on the pellet grill, smoked with maple pellets. You can use any type of wood flavoring if you want. I've used apple wood beforehand. I decided to change it up and use maple. I'm also got some cherry down there and a couple other items that I'm going to try over the course. And of course, I will bring you up to date on those flavors, smoke flavors. I will also let you know in regards to how well my ghost pepper bacon turned out, because it was a little bit extra spicy that I put in there because I miscalculated the slab that I normally put in. I can tell you right now, it's going to be super hot, I think. And then my whiskey maple bacon. There you have it, the results of my smoking of my pork belly into bacon. Unfortunately, due to issues later on, I was unable to show you the slicing and the taste testing. However, I can tell you that the whiskey maple bacon was not what I expected. I didn't taste the rye whiskey as much as I would like to. I'm not sure if the maple overpowered the whiskey flavor. It was good, don't get me wrong, but I expected a more whiskey flavor out of it. So I'm going to try something different, maybe cut back on the maple and put more whiskey in, just to see if that works. In regards to the ghost pepper, I was pleasantly surprised that it wasn't as hot as I expected it to be, because it was the same recipe for a larger slab of pork belly. And you would expect, being that the pork belly is smaller and that your recipe is for a larger size, that it would be a little bit hotter. It was actually about the same hotness as my regular slab of pork belly. So that was surprising. Like I said, I was expecting it to be hotter, and it wasn't. Not sure as to why. Maybe it's that the amount of ghost pepper doesn't, in regards to that sizes, doesn't matter. I know when I was been testing and getting to the hotness that I like, that I feel comfortable with, I was adding a little bit more ghost pepper. So I don't know what to say about that one. I was pleasantly surprised. The ghost pepper was not as hot as I expected it to be. Parts of it were, but majority of it was about the same hotness as where I like it. I might try an experiment and increase it a little bit more just to see what I get as a result, or whether there's a specific threshold where it doesn't matter how much ghost pepper you add, it's going to have the same amount of hotness in it. Other than that, the other bacon was as good as I expected. If you liked this video, hit the like button down below. Subscribe, please. And if you didn't like it, well, sure, hit the dislike button. But who doesn't like homemade smoked bacon? If you need some information, don't hesitate to put the comments. Feedback is always welcome in the comment section also. Thank you, take care, and peace out.